We are in a trucking recession, right?
Another worst week for the trucking industry. I'm actually sitting in Seattle, Washington right now without a load. I don't have no load right now.
Message to the president. The industry for truckers is dying.
So we are officially in recession. I just got out of that Walmart right there.
We might need to start the recession countdown to 2026 because one of the most important leading economic indicators in the United States just flashed a warning sign that it's only done twice in the past 20 years, once in
Here are the things I will not be purchasing as we head into a recession.
I want to talk to you about trucking companies going out of business in the United States.
Good morning, all my birdies. So today was a very busy day in the trucking industry. There was a lot of news stories that came out, and so I want to give you an update on our very first story where the Trump administration has made an announcement that they're going to halt work visas for foreign truck drivers.
The truck driver shortage, let's have a conversation about it because this is very important. Is this going to affect the economy? Is this going to cause a supply chain crisis? These are the golden questions that everybody's asking. It's on national media right now. The driver shortage scandal has been being pushed for decades, but right now it's a little bit different because media outlets, politicians who want to have non-domiciled drivers here in this industry so they can be exploited for their cheap labor, which in turn lowers freight rates, which strokes the backs of the major corporations. It's lower transportation and logistics costs for them. These politicians, they're putting out stuff right now citing the fact that it's a pretty unprecedented move that, you know, they're going to stop allowing non-domiciled drivers to get a CDL. And because of that, it's going to cause this massive ripple effect. Shelves are going to go without being stocked. There's going to be a supply chain crisis. It's going to wreak havoc on the American economy.
The U.S. trucking industry is caught in its longest slide in modern memory. Since mid-2022, this freight recession has dragged on for 13 straight quarters of shrinking demand, stalled spot rates, and rising costs that are crushing profit margins. Spot rates, the lifeblood of small operators, have tumbled to multi-year lows, hovering around $1.95 to $2.05 per mile. In early 2025. That's a drop of over 70 cents from the 2021 peak. Even contract rates, though steadier, are only modestly above these rock-bottom levels.
My name is Vince. I'm an American truck driver. This is a call to action for all truck drivers in America. Currently, I'm in Baltimore right now at the TA, and tomorrow I'm getting ready to go to Washington, D.C. My mission is to talk to Donald Trump about the trucking industry, a congressman, a senator, somebody. Something in the trucking industry needs to change.
All right, real talk real quick. When are we going on a trucker strike? Because we definitely need a trucker strike right now, this week, this month. We need it ASAP. Especially for the people that are contracted or independent truck drivers like me. It is sucking bad out here. Low wages, we don't get paid overtime, even though I'm contracted, I'm not a company driver, but we get treated like shit. We get stepped on every single day.
Trucking layoffs, new tariffs, trade wars. Is there a recession coming sooner than we think? let's talk about what the media isn't showing you. Thousands of truckers are being laid off. New tariffs are heating up a trade war between the U.S., China, and Europe. This is not just about truckers being laid off. That's just the first domino effect in all of this. When truckers start being laid off, the supply chain freezes. The prices go up. And then companies start to cut costs. And guess what that means? That means more layoffs. So what that means for us? That means that in the near future, prices are going to be sky high, and we're going to begin to see our shelves empty. So here's how to prepare.
So my buddy works for a big mega carrier in truck driving, and they just put out that they're getting ready to start doing language enforcement on the company side. So it appears that now the mega carriers are actually going to start cracking down on anybody that works for them that isn't proficient in English per the FMCSA guidelines. So that guy Singh over there in Florida, he just changed the entire game when it came to this.
And I feel like the rates are plummeting down. Truck stops are banking off us on repair parts, everything else. We all just need to man up and just go on a trucker strike. I think this needs to happen. This needs to happen at the end of this year. It will carry. If not, it will just keep on carrying on and on and on. Guys, we gotta do something about these rates. It's bad.
Well, as a lot of you guys already know, I do have the truck tentatively sold on Monday. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but it's almost sold. I've got a deposit. I'm gonna meet the guy on Monday. I'm gonna give him the keys. We're gonna get the bill of sale done, and I'm gonna be out of the trucking game. Guys, it was supposed to last 3 years. It lasted 5 years. I really appreciate the business. The business was good to me, although challenging a lot. Owning a truck is not always the easiest thing, but if you do it, you can do it right, and you can be successful. But needless to say,
cut non-essential spending. Start saving some money, because things are about to get sky high and you're gonna need more money. Right now, also, you can start to buy stuff in bulk. While it's not expensive, stock up on the things that you may need, because we may not even be able to get no supplies at all. This is not fear-mongering. This is a reality. And if we didn't learn nothing in 2008, what we learned is that the people who prepared early, they made it through that crisis easier. Y'all, right now, are y'all prepared for a recession? A recession can hit us as early as the summer. Have y'all been following this, and are you prepared? Y'all leave in the comments and tell me y'all thoughts, and add anything that I left out.
I'm stepping out of the game. I am quitting trucking. I'm going on to the next chapter, which essentially was the first chapter of my life, to go be a pilot. So I'm going to go try to be a pilot again. I've already got a commercial pilot's license, but I am not current. I am not experienced anymore like I used to be. So I've got to redo all that stuff just to get back in the seat, get back in the game. So stay tuned. I hope you join me for my journey. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a little nerve-wracking. There's a lot of unknown, but we're going to make it happen. I appreciate all the positive words. You guys are awesome. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, this is the TA in New Mexico, exit 79 on I-40. This place normally is packed, is loaded, full of those guys there. BB's. I don't know what's the name. Indies. And look at this shit. Thank you, man. Empty. This is what people is calling the Trump effect. Here we go, baby. Clean the industry.
So now the brokers are complaining that they losing money. Man, y'all been stealing money from the drivers forever. You ain't gonna be able to pay that driver $1 a mile no more. Yeah, so this is a problem for you now. Yeah, your pocket's about to get tight. I'll tell all you truck drivers right now, if you're owner operator out here, start demanding more money per mile. These brokers are about to be out of business.
Just when I thought things were looking up, here's a quick recession indicator and maybe a sign of growth and frontal lobe closing. It's Tuesday and I went grocery shopping on Sunday, and when I went in the fridge this morning to look at the strawberries that I bought, they molded. So guess where I'm going? My ass is going back to Whole Foods to return these strawberries and get my money back, because what the heck? And back in the day, I would just throw them away and be like, I lost, no strawberries this week. No, I need my $9.50 back. Thank you.
So what's behind this stark downturn? First, overcapacity. During the pandemic boom, new carriers flooded the market. Now there are simply too many trucks chasing too few loads, giving shippers the upper hand and pushing rates downward. Second, costs aren't easing. Fuel, insurance, maintenance, and parts remain stubbornly high, squeezing already thin margins. Third, erratic trade policies and tariffs have piled on uncertainty, making both carriers and shippers hesitant to commit to long-term planning.
And when I got up to the cashier, I hadn't noticed before, I was actually stunned. She was so beautiful that I was stunned. So I give her my credit card, I pay for my stuff, and she's giving me a look. I thought I might have creeped her out a little, and she's giving me a look like, yeah, I know I was born this way. Sometimes it's a problem. And as I leave, I grab the bag, and I turn around to her and I say, "It started, hasn't it?" And she goes, "Yeah, about a week ago."
I dropped my load 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's already 1 o'clock that I'm sitting here waiting for the load. A lot of people been asking me, does it gonna get fixed? Is it gonna get better? I have no fucking clue what is gonna happen, because day by day it's getting worse and worse. I have no clue. I haven't seen trucking industry like this in the past 10 years. This is the worst year for the trucking industry. Worst year. And when I came to the truck stop, I reserved a shower. There were 23 people in front of me in the line. 23 people. It's been 4 hours I'm waiting for the shower, and they still 3 people ahead of me. Still. So you can imagine that how many people are sitting at this truck stop without a load. All the truck drivers, we have nothing else to do besides taking shower all day. Pray for everybody. Stay safe on the road.
This article, they say that you probably have been feeling it in your deadhead miles, right? You've been feeling it when it comes to you negotiating for rates, and you really have just been taking whatever. Because you need to pay your bills, right? So they are saying here in this article that we got to really start to look at the numbers. We got to understand what happened post-COVID, what happened during COVID. Pre-COVID, the trucking industry was already in trouble. Rates were suffering, capacity and volumes were low for freight, all the above, right? We were already starting to see rates dip before COVID hit. Boom, 2020 came, lockdowns came, retail slowed down, and everything started to make it seem like trucking was about to stop because everything was shut down. And then e-commerce exploded. People started ordering stuff online. Employers and merchandisers and big retail suppliers started back ordering goods. So there was so much freight that needed to be moved and needed to be delivered. This created a situation that allowed the existing trucking companies that were in the market to start making money hand over fist. So much so to where everybody ran to social media and said they were making money. And then we had tens of thousands of new people jump into the industry to get a piece of this golden trucking age that they thought we were in.
Rapidly. Yes, truckers voted for Donald Trump. This is somewhat of a FAFO